His political action committee reportedly spent an estimated $200 million to get Trump elected.
$200 million? What? And you're okay with that? You, as an American person, patriot, who understands that money in politics can only go one way. It essentially 9 times out of 10 is only gonna go one way. And that's to the benefit of the billionaires, of the politician. Very little proof has that shown to benefit the American people. This is happening right now, literally. And Republican voters are like, just chilling. All right, so before we kind of get started into the business, I kind of want to go over a few conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of been floating around for at least some years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of conspiracies, but this one right here kind of tickles, my insides. Like, it makes me feel like there's something could be, credible about this. So when it comes to this individual, and let's pretend that, we don't know who this is, all right? When it comes to some of these conspiracies, these are 3 of the major claims that I think could be pretty credible. And the first one is funding protests and revolutions. This individual has been accused of financing protests and even revolutions that incite social unrest, especially in the United States. This claim surfaced during events like Black Lives Matter and the Women's March. Some even allege he pays protesters to further his political agenda. Man, that sounds crazy, right? To pay people to do a certain act for your own agenda. Man, that just seems crazy, right? Second claim is anti-Semitic theories. Many conspiracy theories about this individual are tinged with anti-Semitic undertones, portraying him as a puppet master, manipulating global events from behind the scenes, a classic anti-Semitic trope. Once again, to manipulate people into demonizing, marginalizing, hating a certain group. I mean, the American people wouldn't involve themselves with such a horrific person, right? But hold on, there is more. Influencing national elections. What? We're letting people influence the one thing that makes America so damn amazing, our democracy? Another prominent theory is that this individual uses his wealth to control elections by funding political campaigns or advocacy groups in various countries. Wait, are you talking about George Soros? No, I am not. I am talking about Elon Musk himself. It just amazes me that we haven't kicked this dude out of our country already. If America was supposed to be, this country, this amazing, strong, well united country, like a lot of these Republicans claim to be, these patriotic, country first, guns and babies type of party, then why haven't we shipped Elon Musk back to Africa? You know what I'm saying? Ship him on the next ship back to Africa. Like, why? Because this dude literally spent over 200,000. No, not 200,000. $200 million campaigning for Trump. Not just like the Republican Party and some different. No, one person. Trump. Look me in the eyes. I got 4 of them. All right. If you're a Republican voter and you're watching this, look me in the face and tell me you are okay with a billionaire manipulating, pouring millions of dollars for one candidate. Tell me you're okay with that. Because I guarantee if this was on the other shoes and George Soros, for whatever reason, donated to Kamala Harris $200 million and then paid people to go, make sure that they're registered to vote and then vote and you can win $1 million. That is disgusting. If the Democratic Party, just dealt in that in any way, shape, or form, Republicans would literally shit themselves. Without a doubt. Ben Shapiro will go on camera and shit himself just to entertain people. That's how brain exploding that would be. But it's all cool in the neighborhood. It's cool when Elon Musk do it for Trump, right? Like he's such a simp boy. He spent $200 million on his campaign. Oh man, you guys kill me. But let's go ahead and take a listen.
It's growing about what role billionaire businessman Elon Musk could play in the incoming Trump cabinet, if any. Musk is a close ally of the president-elect and played a major role in his campaign. His political action committee reportedly spent an estimated $200 million to get Trump elected.
$200 million? What? And you're okay with that? You, as an American person, patriot, who understands that money in politics can only go one way. It essentially 9 times out of 10 is only going to go one way. And that's to the benefit of the billionaires, of the politician. Very little proof has that shown to benefit the American people. This is happening right now. Literally. And Republican voters are like, just chilling. Hey, that's just kind of what happens. Yes. But if George Soros, he's going to control the world. Oh my God, he's going to, attempt a coup. Man, these dudes are brain broken.
Washington Post reporter Drew Harwell joins me now for more on that. Drew, thanks for coming on. I know you've been doing some reporting about Musk and his involvement in politics for the Washington Post. So what have you learned about how Musk has leveraged his money, his businesses, his power, really, in order to further his political objectives?
Yeah, so Elon, as you said, poured a ton of money into Trump's campaign and poured a lot of just energy. X, formerly Twitter, became like the Trump show all day, every day. And so Trump is kind of paying him back by, really elevating Elon Musk as, this super genius who can help run the country. And Elon has been down in Mar-a-Lago at the Trump, Transition Nerve Center since the election, basically. Don Jr.'s daughter said he had achieved uncle status. So Elon is hanging around, and the role appears to be not really an official government role, like leading an agency, but really just kind of being in Trump's ear and advising him. Trump has talked about, wanting to put him in charge of a government efficiency commission, which Elon has talked about, trimming $2 trillion off the, $6 trillion federal budget. So that'd be a
Whoa. Okay. Reality check, all right? Just let me pinch myself. Okay. Okay, that hurt. All right. So I'm not sleeping. I'm not dreaming. All right. So you're telling me, as the American people who have a somewhat understanding of history and just common sense on money, manipulating, paying off people, however you want to say it, is a problem. Okay. And let me just calm down. Let me just speak to you, all right? Maybe you don't like me yelling at you, okay? Why in the hell are we allowing a billionaire whose only history has been only looking out for himself and enriching himself off government subsidies? I mean, we could throw that in there, right? How are we going to allow him to now be a part of that government? Why? Like, is this country literally like losing its shit? Like, what is going on here? Nothing good is going to come from him being part of anybody's administration. He has no government background. Everyone talked about Harris not being qualified and, looking at her history and she did X, Y, and Z. This dude literally has zero government experience, zero when it comes to public service. So why are we allowing this? I don't know. That's the $1 million question. No, that's the $2 million question. Okay.
A third of the budget. So he's going to play a really powerful shadow role in shaping the Trump administration, if he stays in the good graces of the president-elect for that long.
Given that, and given he's already the richest man in the world, he holds multiple really powerful companies and so on, would it even be in his interest to be an official member of the Trump administration?
Yes.
That's a great question. I think not really. I mean, he plays a role right now where he can.
No. Okay, I'm no billionaire myself, no millionaire. Like, I don't really own my own company unless you call this YouTube my own company. But one thing that I've noticed is like the kryptonite to a lot of these entrepreneurs, a lot of these, business, owning type of individuals is government and restrictions, red tape. And when it comes to, understanding why we need boundaries for these companies is because so they don't cross the line of abusing their workers or, doing, a shit job of like, creating houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need these restrictions to keep them honest and to keep them abiding by policies. You know what I'm saying? So if someone like Elon Musk can get into office or get into anything, he's a businessman, so he's going to be drawn towards business policies. What's stopping him from, hey, Trump, you're a businessman, I'm a businessman. We don't need all this red tape. Hey, just get rid of it. What good comes from that from the consumer standpoint? I need these businesses to have restrictions. I need them to have boundaries and policies to go by. Because I don't want to buy a house in the future and a electrician is just doing a half-assed job so he can, make profit of being there for a half a day instead of, the full length of what it takes to, run electricity throughout a house. He just wants to save money, get in and get out. Well, that puts me at risk because he just did a shit job. But hey, he has no OSHA, he has no policies, no rules or nothing. So, it's not hard to connect these dots. It's not. But, it's a little too late.
Affect the Trump administration from the outside without really having to sit in a chair in Washington. This is a guy with 6 companies, billions of dollars in government contracts, SpaceX that does private space, Tesla, electric cars, Starlink that does internet. All of these really have a connection to the federal government already. They make billions of dollars.
Wow, you don't say. They already have a connection to the government. That sounds a little suspicious there.
Taxpayers every year. But also, Elon faces government investigations right now. Some of these companies are facing, really tough probes from the federal government. So it kind of behooves him to be kind of in the middle of outside and inside and play this shaping role. And in his hopes, make sure that the Trump DOJ doesn't come after his companies, allows him to continue to be the richest guy on the planet and keep running his businesses while still having a role in how Washington shapes out.
And many were surprised to hear that he was on the call with President-elect Trump and President Zelensky of Ukraine last week. What are you hearing in terms of the influence he's having or could have on the next administration? And kind of that aspect of this?
Oh man.
Yeah, so that was surprising. I mean, again, this is not Elon Musk for all of his success over the years in private enterprise. He has no government experience, right? He has no foreign policy experience. He's a very rich guy with a lot of great businesses. But
Wait. So you're telling me? Okay, hold on. Oh shit. Okay, that still hurt. All right. So you're telling me an individual who has no foreign experience, okay, none whatsoever, can be on a call with other foreign leaders talking about foreign policies and foreign strategies and why? What is going on, man? This is sad that we're allowing this to do this. Well, not we, okay, because I did my part. All right, the individuals that allowed this to happen, I hope for the best. I pray to God.
He is not somebody who we have traditionally seen as a Secretary of State role doing diplomacy. And yet he has interest in this, right? You can go on his X feed and he is posting dozens of times a day about whatever he wants. And he has a lot of big opinions. And of course, to get a little technical, Starlink is very important to, the Russia-Ukraine fight. Both sides have had a role in using it on the battlefield. And so that I think is going to be surprising to people. I think even inside the Trump administration, there's some questions of how deep his role is really going to go. This is a guy who has his own interests, right? Who that may not always be on the side of America or the Trump administration itself. So that's going to be, I think, it's going to be interesting seeing how this bromance plays out and whether these two, hyper ego titans of America can really kind of coexist and play nice together, even as the going.
All right, first off, this is not a bromance. All right, this is literally a poor, no self-esteem, no self-worth individual like Elon Musk just kissing the ass of anyone who seems like they're an alpha male like Donald Trump. This is his attempt to, like in the movies where, you have the bully of the school and then you have like his little minions who usually look like Elon Musk, just like poor individuals that, don't mean anything. That's Elon Musk. And he's just trying to be around the bully of the school because he knows he's vulnerable if he's not, which he is. He's a nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money you got. That doesn't determine anything. I don't measure success by how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? So to me, Elon is irrelevant. He's a nobody. But unfortunately, money gets you access. And with that access, I hate to sound corny, comes great responsibility. And unfortunately, Elon Musk hasn't shown anything in regards to being for the American people and putting them first. I mean, look at the lawsuits, with him and Tesla, with his workers. He treats his workers like shit. So what makes you think he's going to treat you any differently? I mean, but, maybe I'm just hating. I don't know. Shit, like, maybe I'm going crazy, okay? But nevertheless, if you guys disagree with anything that I said in this video, hit the Discord link down below so we can have that one-on-one talk, or let me know how you guys feel in the comments down below. And like always, let's have that conversation.